I will hear you, outsider. What say? If those parasites drew their final breaths, I would hear of it. While Onakaza plays at diplomacy, we are the spear in the guts of our enemies. You come to us in time of need. The tribe will know you as a friend. Go in peace. The hospitality of the Wahaki is yours. Respect our ways, and cause no trouble.
I said no, Tatok. The drowned barrows are closed. If you want to join your son, you can offer yourself to Nemnok next season.
An outlander?
This is Junvik business, none of yours.
Our elders crossed the land bridge to protect their children. You disgrace their memory, feeding our young to the mountain Anik. Nemnok will release my son, or perish.
Kali sacrificed himself for the good of the tribe, right, Tatok?
I lived a full life in the shadow of the barrows. Kali deserves the same.
If you reject Nemnok's accord, then you are truly lost. May Kali find peace in the embrace of the Mighty One.
Some ink must have leaked through Anik's skull if she thinks I'll stand idly by. There goes the rest of my day. What do you want, Outlander? Our chieftain offered my Kali to the drowned barrows. Nemnok accepted him. An honor to some, a tragedy to me. God of the island, a great terror of a being, but kind to us when we follow the rules.
A false god, you mean?
He's not perfect, but he's our god, lass. His likeness is the most any of us have seen. We only meet his ogre minions who guard the isle. The children we send, they face him in the mountain. Nemnok sure takes like a god. He demands readers, scribes, anyone handy with ink and quill. My Kali had the misfortune to be born clever. Did you say you'd go to the Mountain of Power? Would you find my boy while you're there? We send other tithes to the mountain as well. Gold, gems, items of power, if such things interest you. My thanks, Outlander. I have no cause to expect help, but I'll take it where I can. Next time it'll be Nemnok who pays. No god of mine steals a child. Junvik tradition. The names of friends and foes are engraved on its hide. Been with the tribe for generations. Good armor remembers. We work hard to keep it that way. Too hard at times.
I offer amends for the slight of Tatok, Great One. A gift of breath and wind for his wasted words. Speak up, unless you're just resting your sea legs. Kali joined mighty Nemnok in the drowned barrows, against the wishes of his infidel father. Nemnok does Kali great honor. Tatok is a fool to think otherwise. Nemnok is the god of this island and patron of our tribe. Nemnok gives life and safety to all Junvik. To feed the barrows with sacrifice is to feed our prosperity. It is not for me to question the will of a god, nor is it any business of yours. Cully was blessed to be taken. May we all be as clever and beloved as he. In exchange for our obedience to Nemnok's laws, the Mighty One guarantees our safety and plenty. One day, all of the Deadfire will accept Nemnok's accord. Speak on, then. Thriving, my Outlander friend. The elders of my youth told stories of those who crossed the sea by a great land bridge. Now, I tell them to my children. The gods opened a path for us, and we trudged forward, spurred by inviting whispers carried over the horizon. We followed prophecy until we found mighty Nemnok, who gives us safety, security, and a future. When I was born, the Holy Woman told my mother these markings would bring me luck. So far, they bring only more questions. But is that not the nature of faith?
What's this? I already told those Aeton clods we're at capacity for scribes and acolytes. Those incessant drums have beaten our guards senseless. We aren't accepting new recruits. Now go! Our progress wallows as you degrade the left eye with your presence. I tell you exactly where to go. This mountain has no rear end. Only Nemnok's chosen are allowed here. We're all full up. I should kill you for even glimpsing this sanctum uninvited. God of the mountain and God of the tribe. We have the honor to serve as his scribes, researchers, and translators. The Aeton just make sure our work is swift and efficient. That should be obvious. Nemnok loves nothing above arcane scrolls and wizard grimoires. But the Mighty One cannot be bothered to pore over every document, so we labor to make the work easier. He is, shall we say, immune to literacy.
And who exactly put him in charge?
Nemnok takes power, Elf. He came from humble beginnings, where not a favor was granted him. The new boy. Nemnok fawns over him in the lower sanctum. Only acolytes, ogres, and Naga go down there, and any of them would chew you to pieces. Huh. A glimmer of reason pokes through that dense fog. Of course, it's not my call to make, and you won't get to Nemnok unless you deal with the Death Warden first. You know, Aetons. The big ones, yeah? One of our resident Aetons carries a wardstone, which opens the way to Nemnok's realm past the gates of death. Where did you... Never mind. I do not wish to learn of it. Just try not to disturb Nemnok on your way downstairs, From this hallowed sanctum, mighty Nemnok protects the Junvik people. With more benevolence than my former tribe deserves, if you ask me. I give it 5 minutes before the Aetons squash you into mush. But thankfully, it's no concern of mine.
What's this? Who trespasses on our devotions?
Nemnok, Nemnok.
You've taken your last step in the Master's sanctum, Outlander. Nemnok will suck the marrow from your soul. My father is a disbeliever. I have risen above him. Nemnok is the All-Devourer, the one who swallows gods and vomits forth their skulls. The one true power of Eora. Let me show you. See for yourself.
Nemnok, Nemnok.
And folks say us harvesters are unsettling.
Silence! Nemnock, you are the gaping maw, the lidless eye, the shadow between stars. You are the red curtain, the secret in amber, the light of the Ardra.
Nemnock! 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 Nemnock!
Beloved Nemnock, come forth and let all non-believers wither before your killing stare. Yes! Yes! Nemnock comes!
What have you brought me, supplicant?
Sacrifices, mighty Nemnock. Behold!
I like the cheering, but some of what he's saying makes me a little nervous.
You will be obedient, or you will be silent.
Do not waste your breath, Acolyte. I sense this one serves another master.
Nemnock! Nemnock!
I am the only master under this mountain, child. If you will not serve, your blood will fill the inkwells of my loyal scribes. Knowledge is strength. Or do they teach you nothing in the godless wasteland beyond my halls? Every scroll and grimoire my servants collect swells my power, child. And with power, I will reign a terror long overdue on all who resist me. Ah, you have seen more of the world than I guessed. But I am more than your studious eye could perceive. Every scroll and grimoire my servants collect swells my power, child. And with power, I will reign a terror long overdue on all who resist me.
Mighty One?
Is your faith so brittle that it can be challenged by an outlander? Through knowledge, I am stronger than any mortal. Submit to me, child. Resist and you shall perish. Terms? My covenant is this. Gather grimoires of power from beyond the mountain. Return them to me as a sign of your devotion. Do this knowing at all times that I am your god. Fortune and glory await loyal service. Then the compact is sealed, the covenant forged. Welcome, Acolyte. I have exhausted my need of you, child. This one will serve me better.
This wasn't supposed to... You've ruined everything!
Leave this place, but carry me always within your heart, child. My child, our covenant is one bound in loyal service. Are you prepared? You would spurn my trust? Then die!
No! No, no, no! Nemnock's amulet! Nemnock's wondrous jewel! Ah! Broken forever! No! You no kill Nemnock, eh? Kind Nemnock! Amulet made Nemnock smart. Smart enough to read magic books. All gone. Nasty Arkhamir never taught imps to read. House full of books, eh? Nemnock stole his pretty jewel. Learned to read, grew strong, grew big, eh? Nemnock said someday he'd fly back and free the others. Give them books too. Nemnok was God. Nemnok had riches, acolytes, power. Now must be pet.
My son returns! The barrows spat him out!
Father!
Whatever Anik says, you are welcome among the Junvik. The plate was meant for Kali, but I see now he has no taste for it. He's a priest in training, my boy.
The Royal Deadfire Company is a trading company, is it not? And you are on Kahanga soil. You cannot turn me away.
The Brass Citadel and the Royal Deadfire Company operate under the auspices of the Ranga Nui of Rawatai. We answer to him, not to you. And certainly not to some tribal queen of Nekataka. Oh, you're one of those. These Valians are always sending their spies to snoop around, and I won't have it.
And these Rawataians think they own anything they stack 2 stones on top of. I am here to conduct business, not engage in petty power struggles.
What? She's up to no good, I know it. Fine, but if you're wrong, we're gonna have a talk later.
Agressima, friend.
I've got all sorts of goods and supplies. Take a look before you head back out. Because I'm from Rawatai. Or, to be more specific, my ancestral home's been part of the Empire for decades. Few generations now. The usual way, I guess. Their soldiers beat ours. I guess it used to? When I was younger, I grew up hearing stories of the time before from my grandparents. But they were children themselves when Rawatai took over. Some wax romantic about the old days. Anyways, I'm just trying to make a living. That's why I'm here, after all. I don't know. I never known anything else. We've got the Rawataians' fancy new irrigation canals now, and the roads have gotten better. The ones leading into Tokoa, anyhow. Funny thing is, the further you go on them, the nicer everything gets, and the more it all looks like this. That's a better subject. Take a look.
Clear skies. That explains the rumors the Valians are scaling up in Queen's Birth. I'd hoped you would stop them. They'll press gang the locals and tear Pococahara apart. Once they're done, they'll leave behind a wrecked island and a tribe dependent on their resources. Nevertheless, I'm more interested in reports the storms around the islands have cleared. What do you know of this? Even if this isn't the outcome we'd wanted for Poco Kahara, your observation is infinitely more valuable. Take this, and remember it the next time we call on you. We'd long suspected something unnatural was behind the storms, but we had little evidence. Yes, if the storms that assail Rawatai have a similarly unnatural origin, then perhaps they too can be stopped. And if that's the case, then there's more work to be done. Work that you might be able to help with. After all, somebody has to keep the peace in these tumultuous times, no? In any case, Hazanui Karu has a matter that could use your help. Her office is on the main floor behind the large double doors. It's most conspicuous.
Atsura tells me you tamed the storms of Poco Kahara. Makes a person wonder what kind of secrets lie in Andra's mortar. That's the spirit. Rautai's storms have made us who we are as a nation. Hardy, driven, inventive. But they've also held us back. Forced our people to seek resources and livelihoods far from our homes and families. Imagine how much more we could achieve if we could control those storms. Why not? The storms there cannot be natural. Not when they are so ferocious, so constant. And your exploits at Poco Kahara suggest that something else may be behind them. But enough of that for now. There's an understatement. The trouble in Hasango forced us to send additional ships back to Rawatai to make up for shortfalls. And storms at home have delayed another portion of our fleet. This leaves us short-handed here. We're due to collect a special shipment for delivery to our port at Sayuka. We've contracted with a captain named Widla. Meet her, complete the trade, and take the cargo to Sayuka. Fleet Master Okaya is overseeing the development of some special projects there. She's one of the brightest minds in Rawatai, and it shows. You two will get along. Most of her work is, or should be, under wraps for now. But perhaps she can give you a taste of what we have to offer. It'll be easier for Okaya to explain. Good sailors with a fast ship and no mind for questions. Along with half the population of this storm-tossed archipelago, I understand you're cozy with the Principe. I've got no love for pirates, but that connection may serve you well here. Let's just say, I'm not keen to invite them to a port where we're developing experimental technologies. Any other questions? Widla's agreed to meet our courier out at sea, away from the heaviest traffic. This is her payment. We've already negotiated with her. Fleet Master Okaya will see to your compensation once you arrive with the cargo. This is the kind of job that's best completed quickly and quietly. I'm counting on your famous discretion. Clear skies.
Light of Aethys be upon you. Your friend guided you truly. Gadarian Bosch has honored me with the duty of helping his message reach all of the faithful. We answer the Shining God's call. He shows us the way and we march in his wake. Already the Vanguard prepares to make its journey, with more soon to follow. The Shining God demands total commitment from his followers. What good is a soldier who is not willing to make the ultimate sacrifice for her cause? To walk the lighted path, one must be willing to never turn back. Gadarian Bosch leads the Vanguard. They are the most righteous of the partisans. They will be the first to join the ranks of Aethys, the first to charge at his call.
Baron said something about the Vanguard. You don't think he's that dumb, do you?
Yes, in fact. We will follow him along the lighted path. When the time is right, he will welcome our souls into his legion. Guderian Bosch has seen it.
Just your souls, then? Not your bodies?
The Vanguard know their own, and Guderian Bosch knows them. Beyond that, we keep such information private.
If they know their own, what do you think they'd say to a couple new members? Can we be in the Vanguard too?
I'm afraid you cannot. The Vanguard is reserved for the most faithful among us. You have not even joined the partisans. How right you are. Forgive me. I did not mean to cast doubt on your character. Unfortunately, even if I were to initiate you right now into our order, it would be too late to join the Vanguard. Their ship is docked right now in Neketaka, and set to depart at any moment.
You think he could be on it? If he left right after we did, we gotta go.
They won't take you, but there will be more ships to follow. Stay and learn about the partisans of the lighted path, and I'll see that there is room for you.
That's a real nice offer. We'll think about it and get back to you. We missed it. They're gonna park that thing next to Aethys and slit their own throats. I wish they'd gone ahead with it before they got Baron involved. If we can't catch it, can you promise me we'll go right now? I knew there was something I liked about you.
The others have drunk, Baron. Their souls make their way to Aethys. This isn't the time for hesitation. It's the time for faith. Come, let us show him together.
No, kid!
What is this? You aren't one of my flock. How did you get here?
Lower that. Let's talk. You can't let him decide for you. You know what Olava would think of this.
She isn't here to decide for me either.
What is faith if it isn't tested? These people are willed here by Aethys to challenge you. Make him proud.
I will make him proud.
Maybe he's not testing faith. Maybe he's testing if you can think for yourself.
But our faith, isn't that what the gods ask of us?
Aethys has come just as I said he would. There will be no other chances.
He must be in need to reach out to us.
Effigy's eyes, kid. You think your tiny soul's gonna change his fate? Right, that's the basic idea.
But he has called for us. Aethys, forgive me.
As you wish, then. Abandon your god. For betrayal there can be no forgiveness. You will receive not his mercy, but his justice.
Don't you got somewhere you need to be, Bosch? If you're having second thoughts, I can help you follow through.
Not a one. The Shining God will light the way.
Think he's all right? He looks a little seasick.
That would have been me. If I were stronger, it would have been me.
Lucky you weren't stronger then. The gods might have rights to our souls, but they got no right to our lives. Seems to me they'll take from you whatever's not nailed down if you let them.
I could devote my entire life to Aethys, and it would never redeem this.
For right now, let's just get you home.
My friend, hello. Ask, please. Should it be a challenge? Lipasalis, my home. It is a big city, ta? Many people speak many languages. That is Nujin, normal.
Cool. This is in Seki, my language. I can read this. A moment, please. Let me read. Ah, this is a treasure. You have found a very sacred document, Watcher. Here, I will read some in your Adirin. Prince of the heavens shall be fed only young grasses grown on the hills of Lipasalis. He shall be curried morning and night with a brush made of the bristles of boars fed on golden root. It is a bill of sale for a horse, in truth. A very special horse. You want I should read the rest? He shall be given to only the handsomest of mares, of the most feisty temperament, for he grows bored unless challenged. And when he is sad, he shall have in his ear whispered only the sweetest praise. There is more, but that was the best part.
There was a storm. Clouds black like night and high as the stars. We thought God would protect us. West. No one has ever been west because of the storms, huh? But we were determined. We came to teach. Teach about God. No, only God, huh? How to explain? I did not say I am a good teacher. You learn Seki, maybe we talk more about God. Do I not? I jest. You are right, I am not a teacher. There was a sehaj, and then I was put on the ship. We can discuss, later. I am a fast learner. Do you think my Adirin is very bad? It cannot be as bad as Seraphin's. He opens his mouth and nonsense comes out. Teach about God. I do not know what missionary is, but okay. I did not say I am a good teacher. You learn Seki, maybe we talk more about God. I did nothing. That is how I was put on that ship. Maybe a building went on fire, maybe many buildings, but that is the past. The future is more interesting, huh? As you say. The edge of your map. A joke from Maya. Home is Yezua. Beyond the storm. Somewhere. A funny question. How to explain? I miss the wind. Hot and dry, it comes from the mountains. Shakes the doors. Covers Lipasalis in dust. And the desert. It is beyond the mountains. Red and wide. I still smell it sometimes. Is that possible? Oh, I will go now. Someday, Chishunskiku. But there is still much to see here, I think. Are you far from your home, Watcher? So, you are always at home. I wish I shared your feeling. As you say. I do not. But it is better with you. Ugh, I must find a comb. Who? Always he has a sour lemon face. Like an old man. Adair told me God stepped on your house? Your luck is maybe worse than mine. Her bird is mean. You see where he bit me? I like him. She reminds me of my old teacher. Do you think she would spar with me? But maybe I have enough scars. Where did he learn Adirin? Not here, ta? Tekehu showed me rice wine. Ugh, it is terrible. You are out of rice wine, by the way. She poked me with her weapon once. She apologized for a week. I poked her with mine, and now we are even. Who? He puts fire kelp in my soup when he thinks I am not looking. But there are peppers much spicier in Yezua. I will get him back. I offered her a candied nut, and she took them all. She is like my sister. Ugh, creepy. Can I ask you a question? We talk about the others. What do you think of me? Yukog? Take me home and I will show you fun. Hungu.